Welcome to this video which will show you how to make the capital letter J, but there are two versions of this letter. This is the first one, and we start with the initial loop clockwise. Now about probably about 9 or 10 millimeters along the wire there, we make a backward crimp. Okay, about halfway along that doubled up section there, we want to bend the wire downwards at right angles. This is almost identical to the capital letter T, except now it will change probably about 11 or 12 millimeters down the vertical section. We grip the wire with the wider part of the pliers, and then we bend the wire clockwise around until it goes almost vertically, or it is vertically underneath the initial loop there. I want to try and get as smooth a curve as possible here, and then somewhere along that curve, it's not really crucial where, but we want to make a backward crimp. Now we just flip the letter upside down. It's a bit easy to work with, and we just want to go back on ourselves and take the wire behind that curve that we just made before, but this time just bring it as far as the baseline and turn it back the right way again, and we can see there is the capital letter J version 1. So capital letter J, and we start with the initial loop. This time we're going clockwise. Now we grip the wire within the loop there, and we're going to make a freehand spiral bend, although this time we're just going to keep going around. So keep going until the spiral bend is all the way over the top there, facing to about 2 o'clock. And now just above the initial loop there, we make an angle bend backwards. This is going to be the chain loop. J is one of the few letters where we need to make a chain loop so we can fix the chain to it when it becomes a necklace. So now I'm just going to close that chain loop a bit with the flat part of the pliers. Now I'm going to grip the chain loop from the sides and then straighten it out. So I'm going to bend the structure to the left there, and you'll see that the chain loop now becomes vertical. And we just want to make that vertical piece of wire align with the right of that spiral. Straight down there. Now we're going to use the wide part of the pliers, and we're going to make a 3/4 loop. Now take the wire behind the structure and bring it all the way around until it's more or less facing off to the right there. This is the baseline. Okay, so we're just straightening it out there, finishing it off, and that's the letter J. So of those two versions, I used to use version 2 all the time, but I came across the first version about a year ago, and I've been using that as well. So you can decide which version you want to use. I think version 1 is a bit simpler actually, so you might want to choose that one. Hi, in this video I will teach you how to make the lowercase letter J. So we start with a right-angled bend upwards, and at this point we'll do the same as the lowercase letter I. So about 5 millimeters up the Y there, we bend the Y to the left at an angle facing to about 10 o'clock. Then we grip the wire just after the bend with the very tip of the pliers, and we push the wire around that tip until it comes to the point where it meets the other wire. Now here's where it differs from the I. Instead of going backwards, we bend the wire forwards to create a gap there. That is so that we can now flip the structure upside down and then bend the wire across in front of that vertical section. So now we just do the same as the I, except the wires in front, so that we grip the small circle there, then we bend the wire down until it's vertical. Now the baseline in this letter is in the middle, so this is below the baseline. We grip the wire about another 5 millimeters below the baseline, using just the pliers just after the tip there, and we bend the wire around till it's level with the baseline as shown, and that is the letter J.